Hey, what's up, and welcome to my corner of the internet. So, with the passing season, I couldn't tell you what the best anime was. It's a mixed bag. Whatever you liked, there was some fire there awaiting you, and you enjoyed it week to week to week. And we still got some ongoing animes that's gonna continue to be great. This is definitely going to be a more difficult year with the lineup that continues to show bangers and have incredible production with some hidden gems nestled in between all of that. But the anime I'm going to talk about was a high that, you know what, if someone said it was the best anime of this season, I wouldn't argue with them. The summer Hikaru died is a part in a illustrious genre in anime, and that's horror. Some of the best genres anime has to offer is horror and comedy. Why? Because you have no idea what fire waits in this anime genre-filled place. Now, before I get into that, because that's a whole separate video for a whole other time, this was 12 episodes. This was horror, slice of life, obviously, and it was by Mokumi Koren. I'm probably butchering the hell out of that, but you know how we do it here. We are following Hikaru and Yoshiki. These are two characters that are basically the main focus of our entire story. We are in a small village that is a part of a slew of different other small villages, which plays a very key part into the story. I'm not going to spoil it, but let me just tell you that plays a part. One day, Hikaru goes missing, and Yoshiki decides to search for him, and what he finds is beyond what he usually suspects. The main ethos of the story is Hikaru basically is gone, and his body is now being inhabited by this other being, which sets in the horror aspects: body horror, possession, paranormal activity that is distressing, with blood-curdling visuals that set in and give you such a nauseated look at the feelings they're trying to portray to you on the screen and give you, well, just make you kind of afraid. This anime is oftentimes off-kilter, weird, and off-putting. While at the same time incredibly nerve-wracking with its ability to go from murderous to highly emotional to incredibly confusing, because we are following young youths that are reckoning with the ideas of them possibly being queer. This is a horror story with LGBTQ a part of it, and it actually matters. Why? Because it does the very rare thing that media oftentimes gets wrong, is the story has the ability to have characters that are outside of the norm. But we all know, at least in my journey through this world, that this is a lot of people's experiences that they may have never had the chance to fully explore, talk about, or be interested in. And it plays a necessary dynamic in the friendship that gets muddled at times between Yoshiki and Hikaru. And the story continues to hold on to this frame while weird things are happening. A string of murders is happening within this small village, and a lot of weird visuals come about as the kids oftentimes will go to these forests and go out into the deep, dark woods. I don't know if anyone's ever been to Appalachia, but I have, and it gets a little freaky around there. It's incredibly off-putting and sometimes shocking how they were able to narrow down the sound design, how these weird little creatures were attacking our main characters and how these problems had to be solved. And then the cognitive dissonance as like Yoshiki is trying to figure out what he should do about his possessed friend that's no longer going to be the person that he knew before, but he seems to retain all the memories. It's off-putting, it's unsettling, and Yoshiki is confused so much because of it. Let me just tell you, the visuals within this anime are to die for. There is ways they illustrated horror, body horror, impending doom, the unsettling nature of some of the adults we interact with and we get a time to spend with them. It's all there, and it feels as though it is dealing with the senses. The sensations you get from watching this anime is like really there. Like, good horror is able to play with how you feel about normal day-to-day things and also make you feel really uncomfortable. That's what this anime did. It made me so uncomfortable. It made me question myself, and it also made me question some of my beginning romances.
首痛いんか違う
This was the best possible anime for this season simply because it was a new story. It was different from what I usually get from a new season of anime. And I don't know if you noticed the scarcity of genres being explored season to season, which is a kind of an epidemic because I don't know if I had more exploration throughout the seasons of my life, but it feels as though anime is giving too many spots to too much garbage, and I think we need a wide casting range, at least in my mind. This was a breath of fresh air. I say that so often, but this is an anime that I think I could really tell people, hey, this is something you should check out if you're really into this. And it showcases the ability of bending anime has. Sometimes anime can be a little too homogenous, and that's a problem that most media can have. When the popular thing becomes popular, there's always going to be people that copy that to become popular. But what I like about anime is sometimes there's this carved out corner. Horror is definitely one of those where you get the Junji Itos and so many other horror-filled stories that are filled with great sakuga, great directed episodes, a real vision of how they want to tell this story that is intriguing, mysterious, unsettling, and incredibly uncanny. And The Summer Hikaru Died was all of that and more. And one thing that I talk about, at least I really enjoy, is when an anime is sincere about being a real story. I've said I don't know what my favorite is, but to be honest with you, this was my favorite. This was one for me last season, and I put it up there highly because I'm happy for new anime fans that get to discover this, because I had other horror anime that I really enjoyed. I had another, God, I'm forgetting some of them. I'll put them up on the screen because I've watched a lot. I just can't remember all of them because it was so sparse. I didn't get as much time with horror as much as I would love to. But with all that being said, I appreciate you for making it to the end of the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We have goals that would be much appreciated. Take care. Happy Friday. Be well and keep doing the damn thing. Take care.